bro. My freaking dumb iPad turns off, bro. Okay, let me restart. So what is the system composed of? So there's hair, glands, keratin. Okay, hair, glands, nail, skin, and nerve endings. What are the 6 major functions of skin? So there's vitamin D synthesis, there's protection, immune system, excretion, sensory input, and protection, or immune, did I say immune? Protection, yeah, excretion, immunity, thermal regulation. How did I forget that, bro? Okay, so what are Langerhans cells? So they're kind of like snitches. They help with the immune system, so that if they see an antigen, like, I gotcha, and it's going to be like, you're just going to report it to the helper T cells, and it's going to be like, yeah, you got to get out, kind of thing. So 3 ways for thermal regulation. The process that allows for cooling is called evaporative cooling, so that's when we sweat. The piloerection reflex is when the pilo erects. And it's like when you get cold, it's like goosebumps. When you get cold, the hair will stand out, and it'll help with creating a warm layer. It also helps with being scared, like if you have a lot of hair, it'll look big. Blood vessels, you can have vasodilation, bring the vessels closer to the skin, and then it'll just like dissipate the heat. 3 layers of skin, main function of each, and which are vascular. So there's the epidermal, there's the dermal, and then there's the something. There's the epidermis, which is the outer side. See, I associate epi with inner, but I guess not in this case. So there's the epidermis, that's the outer layer. There's the dermal, which is the middle, and then there's the hypodermis. That's going to be below the dermis. So hypodermis. Yep. So which are vascular? Well, the epidermis is non-vascular. The dermis is vascular. It contains blood capillaries and connective tissue, and then the hypodermis is just loose and it's like fat, basically. What is the basement membrane? That's just what attaches. I believe that's what attaches everything to the something. I want to say the basement layer is just the very bottom, the lipid layer, I would say, but let me just make sure. Connects the epidermis to the dermis. So that's just the outer layer. Oh, okay, so that was completely wrong. The epidermis is the outermost layer, and it's going to connect to the middle. Bro, I still have to brush my teeth, bro. I'm actually like shutting down right now. I got an interview as well, bro. Okay, so what are the 5 layers of the epidermis? So, yeah, this guy ain't remembering that. So there's corneum, the lucidum, granulosum, spinosum, basal. Good gracious, man. Okay, so the cornea. Okay, let me just look at these notes, man. And let me just try explaining stuff, and then I'll like learn. Okay, so the stratum corneum, that's like the outermost layer filled with keratin that are dead, and it's like the hydrophobic barrier for skin. Then there's the stratum lucidum that contains, it's like a second layer of the corneum, so that'll be in like highly durable areas like the palms of our feet. Wait, do you say palms? Soles of your feet and palms of your hand. They're dead as well. So there's a stratum granulosum. I believe that's when you're going to start seeing like the half dead, the half apoptosis dead keratinocytes. They're a layer of dying cells. They're filled with keratin. Okay, below that you're going to have this spinosum. The spinosum is what provides the flexibility and strength to it. Now that is held together by adhesion proteins, so that's cool. And then basal, that's like the bottom layer that connects you to the that doesn't connect you actually. It's the deepest layer. It contains the Merkel cells. So yeah, by basal I would assume that's the epidermis to the dermis. That makes sense. So forms new skin cells. Yeah, bro, my eyes are blurry, bro. I need new glasses. Damn, wait, what? When did we get keratinocytes? Keratinocytes are made in the basal membrane, Keratin provides strength, desmosomes, and spinosum. Okay, let me just start this entire thing because I low-key don't know anything. Integumentary system. Like, I don't remember all this, bro. Like, I remember it, but it's like not like I'm like reading off notes as well at the same time. So, keratinocytes are used for making keratin. Melanocytes, I would assume that's for melanin. Langerhans, that's the immune that I mentioned before. Merkel, it's what is Merkel cells? Oh, those are the sensory ones. Okay, now we move on. What does the dermis cell have a lot of? Mitochondria. I don't even know. Keratin? The dermis cell has a lot of collagen and elastic fibers. Interesting. Okay, so now the corpuscles, those are like the gland, those are like the sensory. So lamellar is used for like pressure. I remember that. Okay, and then the tactile is used for touch, sensory, like kind of like like the lips and the fingers. How do I know that? I said that in the video. Personal experience? Hell no. This guy got no bitches. Okay, what are glands? That's a good question. Glands are things that secrete things to this, bro. I'm genuinely a lot. I'm like at 1 HP, bro. My brain is like on life support. What are glands? Just like the Strait of Hormuz ceasefire. Okay, just kidding. We're not bringing politics into biology. What are glands? Glands are things that just secrete stuff. So there's two types. There's pseudoiferous cells, and there's two types called eccrine and apocrine. So one is just regular sweat. That's like sweat. Like that's just like thermoregulation. Then there's apocrine, which comes from your armpits and your like what I call your private area, and those are like pheromones. And they're associated with hair. They're more like thick and like weird. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. And then sebaceous. That's like oils. That's like waterproofing. You know what I'm saying? Like yeah. And then there's ceruminous glands. Those are your earwax glands. So the 3 amino acid sequence of collagen is GHP. Why do I have this here? Well, there was a question that asked what is the collagen sequence, and I was like, I don't know. So it goes glycine, then it goes hydroxyproline, and then proline. Say word, we're done.